Pig Boy and His Dog is the first season finale of the Critic, first broadcasted on July 29th, 1994. The script was written by Patrick Verone, who has a prolific career in writing. He began his career back in the late 1980s, writing for The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson, going on to write for Rugrats. Then he did some episodes of The Critic, Muppets Tonight, Pinky and the Brain, Futurama, Simpsons. He's done a ton of stuff, and he still works to this very day, still working on Futurama to this day. Directed by Brett Holland. Basically what happens in the season finale, Jay's mother, Eleanor, decides to write a children's book called The Fat Little Pig, featuring a character based on Jay. Meanwhile, Jay adopts this Great Dane puppy, who grows up way too fast and quickly becomes a nuisance. And the success of the book basically kind of ruins Jay's life in a way. It's to the point where kids are calling him the Fat Little Pig.
Shut up! Just shut up! I'm not the character from the book.
What book?
Like, that's one of my favorite gags from this particular episode, and this is another great episode, from its opening parody of Pinocchio to its hilariously consistent jabs at Home Improvement. I mean, they take some pretty big jabs at Home Improvement in this particular episode. I was actually surprised at how many there actually was. There's at least 3 jokes in this episode where they take a good jabbing at them, from Franklin mistaking Wilson for the Scarecrow's hat, and another time he's mistaken for an owl. And then the very last joke of the episode is Jay literally talking to the camera and saying, "Good night, Critic fans, and a special good night to those of you tuning in for Home Improvement," which is really funny because I have to believe the animation for this episode was done way before ABC pulled the plug on the show. But then again, kind of like with the Ace Ventura joke from the last episode, they probably could have just done it with quick animation after the show was axed. I mean, this did air in July of 1994, and the show was axed in early May, but maybe I'm just overthinking the scenario here. But besides that, this is yet another really great episode. A lot of great, hilarious jokes, really solid animation to go around. The jokes in this one are really, really funny. They don't just take jabs at Home Improvement, but they take jabs at Jurassic Park and Jaws. Like Jay has a dream with a dog on his bed, and at first it's like a parody of Jurassic Park, and the dog has gotten huge and all that, and Jay's basically just like, help, or at least put me in a better Spielberg parody, and then it goes straight to the Jaws one, which is really funny. And I love the opening parody of Pinocchio with, Jeremy, along with Arnold Schwarzenegger as Geppetto, and Robin Williams as the Beige Fairy, and then, of all people, Bob Dylan as Pinocchio. It creates a lot of new funny gags on its own throughout the episode as well. It does end on a really good note, a great funny episode, but unfortunately it was the end of the ABC run, but luckily not the end of the show for at least another year. We'll get to the second season in a little bit on the next episode, but in the meantime, the next time we meet, I should say, but in the meantime, the first season ends on a really good note. Great first season of the show.
Excuse me, sir, the show's over.
Get away, zitface.